online. I don't know if you've seen it anyway. So guys, as promised, let me do this. Let me just finish this, guys. Totally, I am in the midst of, okay, this is some kind of, let's say, a draft or somehow like a, ra- a dry run or a rough live stream of maybe going to, going about this, okay, about this is in connection with the ebook I was sharing with you guys. So this is about, okay, let me just put this aside. Okay guys, so this one is somehow making home chores. Like, to start with, guys, why am I starting this? The goal here is for the younger generation, like, our children, the younger generation, for them to still understand, like, the importance of doing chores. Isn't it, guys? Because I'm pretty sure, guys, we do encounter this day on our daily in our daily lives, right? Because, guys, I'm using the front angle gimbal that I hacked, made from cardboard. Yeah, I'm holding it right now. And I have to make a way not to hold it for a long time because I don't have anything to hold it behind. So anyhow, so yeah, so that's the concept. Like, that is the goal. All right. So I really don't know how to go about this, but somehow this can be a live stream that we can use for our, young ones, little ones, cute ones, as members of the family who are, still don't have, like, no orientation yet of what real life is, right? So again, these young ones, I would say, because I'm, during, you see, in the thumbnail, you can see it's for, guys, there, it's a rainy season, so it's kind of raining out there, you see. All right. So you see, guys, I am like praying, aspiring to that somehow, even so, from toddlers, believe it or not, guys, from toddlers down to, as they a little bit grow up, like these young people, our beloved children, beloved niece, nephews, young generations, kids, students, pupils, be it be it in with whatever nationality, culture, religion, belief, isn't it? It is an issue that it's hard for this young generation, the modern ones, to have them like somehow help in doing chores at home. I can, because I encountered that in my own, like, a very small family, like me and my son. But somehow I had enough time to really somehow, like, not as perfect, guys, but somehow introduce to him a little about home chores, but not as, as perfectly. Of course, I did have a hard time to convince, and while he was already growing up, like interested already in some other things, like, other stuff that are more interesting than doing home chores. Isn't it? It's an issue, guys. So I want to be a part of that, like, that one. So I hope that is the goal of this ebook that I am going to be linking as soon as I'm done with it. But this is what, somehow, somehow not a pilot, because I had been starting it in my vlogs and in my live streams, real life, like doing home chores, right? But these young ones, they are not interested in real life scenarios, right? So I thought of, since my hobby, one of my hobbies, like my spare time activity, is really doing visuals, making props, because I like doing art. I'm not into scrapbooking, guys, but somehow, like, I like making, not as perfect, guys. I want to be serious with this, guys. I want, like, dioramas, small versions of kitchens, small versions of rooms. I like that. Like making little things. As I shared before, like, I like doing packaging. I like anything that's made from paper, any medium, but mostly paper. Alright? Fabrics, cardboards, those things. I am trying to bring my voice like on a more modulated volume because of the raindrops, because of the weather, but it's really, this is real life happening. So again, so guys, this one is going to be somehow, kasi guys, I am so shy to do it. I already started it way back in my vlogs. Please scan, like, look at the playlist, look for Paper Tunes. It's there. And also Lutu-Lutuan. Lutu-Lutuan is a Filipino, kitchen cook, play, make believe. I also did that. So, because I am concerned about, like, what, sometimes I tell, my mom and I, like, talks about it, my, even so with the entire family, like, we talk about it, like, since I, usually teach baking. I started teaching baking in our garage to young ones, to young kids, whereas, their parents want them, like, these parents, they brought their children to our residence, and then I teach these kids about, food, baking, cooking, because I'm pretty sure the parents are interested in introducing, home chores to the children, preparing food, helping out in the kitchen, doing something responsible, isn't it, guys? So I thought of, as always, like, ever since, guys, this has been a long time dream, like, starting a pastry book, but I'm thinking of why not incorporate the entire home economics, like the entire homekeeping things for kids, for toddlers, for teens, for, young lads, young ladies, grown-ups, like working already, still not interested in doing home chores, especially number one, laundry, right? It's a number one thing that we all have our shares of stories of putting it aside. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next month. I'll do it. Let somebody do it. I'll just go to the laundromat or have them do it for me. Isn't it? It's going to be some guys, honestly, real life, real life talk, guys. If we always, like, not unless, guys, mind you, guys, I respect totally if you can afford to bring, like, all the time your clothes onto the laundromat. If you are busy, if you have the budget, all the more. Yes, madam. Yes, Mr. Sir, parents, I totally respect that, because if you can afford that and you don't have time because you're, working for the livelihood of the family, I totally understand that. I am not against that. But for those who are, like, into, somehow worried about, these kids are so much into computer, are so much, which my son is, everybody is, right? We are, all of us, even adults, parents, grown ups, seniors, we are all now in the internet, right? So busy that, of course, time flies, like, life is happening. We sometimes miss those times that, these kids should learn how to do home chores, isn't it, guys? So maybe, what if, just maybe this work, just starting, guys, something about this concern, like, how do we make these young people, the modern people, and most those who are to be born still, right? How can we make them like doing home chores? Somehow, guys, I hope this works, ha? Even so, if it's a prototype, it's an imperfect yet. Somehow, guys, I'm able to, share it with you. And guys, it's raining. I hope the signal is good. All right. So guys, again, so I have my props here. I have my cue cards, and somehow, guys, let me just, let's just finish this, like, strong, rain. Okay, let's look at this, guys, ah. Oh, ayan, oh. It's raining cats and dogs. Is it that, diba? So guys, ha, you see, it's been raining. But it's nice to, guys, diba, to see nature, on its, running its season, right? Gusto niyo yun? Yung mga palusot ko. Anyway, guys, okay, so I want to at least somehow, okay, what is this Carmina? Okay, let's go to the, this one is somehow a narrative or somehow an illustration in real life illustration, like having like real props on the side. You can use this, for example, like, just have this, like, just, have this, uh, um, forward this part that I have spoken, and somehow you can also play this tutorial to your infants, to your toddlers, to your teens, your young teens, our beloved children, grown-ups, growing up, busy, too busy with life. We understand that, but they have to be helping. Should be feeling somehow part of the members, part of home, part of the house, or home, or the more you want to call it home, right? So for them, isn't it? As guardians, as parents, as elder sisters, brothers, as grandparents, we want our grandchildren also to be, making themselves available for helping out, because this is where we usually learn to help out, guys, isn't it? Before they come to the, going out to their, to the, in school, to the communities before, isn't it? Because, at home really is where we start first, everything, right? The somehow, guys, not a guru, guys, but somehow the formation of everything, the fundamentals of everything starts from at home, right, guys? Isn't it? Guys, comment below, let me know if I'm all right. So, guys, not pag, just being not okay, let's say like I'm trying to be okay, what the hell is that? Are you getting at something? So yes, if it's pabibo, or if it's like I'm trying to be, trying to, not as really like, speaking as a guru, I hope on my end, like, we know this is an issue, right? So again, I hope, okay, let's start this. Na naiya kasi ako, kaya ako dada. Or all right. So guys, again, prototype, you know me, guys, if you have been watching my I just want to like send the message, all right? Okay, for young parents, if you have like, you are an elder sister, or a kuya, or an ate, or a tita, a tito, a dad, a mom, somehow these young kids, they only know how to press yes, power on, power power on, or everything is instant, to order food, to play games, to find a definition in the mobile phone, to get the dictionary. Everything is instant, guys. So if we let these young people, yet these young beloved people do this, guys, all the more I, grew in an environment like it's somehow analog, and then it became like it developed into typewriters, introductions of machines, computers, down to, from analog cell phones up to high-tech iPhone. Everything is pressed instantly in front of you already, your order, whichever. Even having a date online, if you have like, you opt for dating online, everything is instant. You can order someone, your partner, online. It's unbelievable, guys. So I know that's just a ridiculous example, guys, but really, right? So let's not train our young ones like to be almost like always just everything is instant. Because even I grew up with, somehow still seeing doing home chores like manually, writing down, reading, actual reading of turning pages of the book. Going to school, getting up in the morning, going somewhere to get something is somehow developing patience, responsibility, right? I did not grow up as a perfect child. I am not perfect, guys, but I see this because I already had a child. Already he's in college already. If he sees this, guys, mom, what are you doing? He's gonna ask me. But this is a real issue, right? So I hope, guys, I'm one of those who can at least just send the message of teaching patience. You know, uh, I hope I was more responsible when I was younger. I hope I was, because through these, these traits, guys, these precepts like learning home chores, learning to help out in the kitchen, learning to help out dad, no, repair, just like my, my brother-in-law, he teaches my niece, my nephew to, learn like how to fix vehicles. These situations, real life situations, compared to, we just, let them, everything is instant. Because mine was, if like example, even so, like for example, a child is very much interested, but we were, because everything was instant, okay, you can just observe there or look somewhere, or look online how to do that. Yeah, I did that too also. Pero maybe somehow really taking, taking a pause and looking at this problem, because we are training young people to be impatient, to be neglecting things, to not doing things, because I can get it anytime, right? Isn't it, guys? So getting instantly everything in one snap is something, it's a big problem, guys. All right. I grew up in a very comfortable environment, guys. Everything was ready for me. We had helpers, angels to help, do the chores. And I never knew it was fun. I never knew it was, it would make you something. It would be more rewarding as someone who stays at home. Let's not introduce to these young people that staying at home is boring, that staying at home cooking is boring, that it's a not for, it's a life, real life school, guys, learning to do home chores, because you can never run out, run from it, right? Even so, if they start their own families, right, they have to do home chores, not unless you can afford to always, call, hmm, isn't it, a whole 3 boxes of this, I want like 10 glasses of milkshakes. Guys, everything is instant. All right, so it's going to be a problem. They are going to pass this on to their next generation, to their children, your grandchildren, our offsprings, right? It's just a domino. Isn't it, guys? It's a big problem. We know that, right? So anyhow, guys, a lot of excuses, right? But I am so shy. But okay, so somehow I tried my best, guys. I wanted daylight by the window. Guys, did you know what? I joined an exhibit back in college in New York, guys. The title is By the Window. I painted a scarf on a chair and just put it in a simple, like, like a whole bond paper size, and just used acrylic. And then, yeah, I joined. So it doesn't matter. Use your talent. Anyhow, all right. You can see the laundry right behind. Those are just uh, some clothes I washed. Okay, so I know, Carmina, can you just use your regular home chores content? I can, but it is boring for the child. It is boring for the child, right? So we have to make like a real, like somehow like a make believe, a little bit colorful, but a little bit minute, a small versions, scaled down, not as scaled as diorama like those professionals who do it. I am not a professional, so I am a wannabe. But having them, introducing to them, like maybe somehow you will like it, you will understand in this perspective, from my lens, from our lenses, from the way we should introduce to them. But we don't want them to find it like some kind of like, okay, you are training them like soldiers, like, okay, do this, because of, they are afraid to do it, diba? It's not nice to force them, but it's nice to, slowly encourage them, right? In short, uutuin natin sila. No, no, really. And then, even so, if these young people have grown up already and they watch this live stream, you can still use this, mga anak. You can still use this for your generation again. All right? So it's a non-ending cycle, right? Okay, let's start with trivia. Did you know that one of the most dreadful chore is laundry. We hate it. We don't like it. Barely unless you have a lot of time. Okay. Barely. Okay. But compared to washing the dishes, doing the laundry, I would wash the dishes because it's quick. Right? But not unless like all the more like before or like now we can see in videos like endless videos on fixing the house, doing laundry. I never knew it was really going to be fun, rewarding. All right. So I want to show this, guys. Okay. So the book is okay. Don't laugh, guys, if you find some fabrics or a pair of socks somewhere. All right, because I'm doing a demo. Okay, I'm using my analog gimbal. All right. Okay, guys. Okay, I will be talking about this. It is not as okay, guys. Can I change it into somehow? I'm not using my overhead angle gimbal, but somehow, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So guys, just start doing something at home. It is going to be somehow, guys, a live stream about how to wash and dry clothes by Paper Tunes. I just made it. I just made it up, guys. Paper Tunes by Findstv Hobby Homeschool. So again, just illustrating, guys. I am not illustrating just doing laundry, but of course, like letting like you have somebody like adults and then you have your children, introducing this to them. Just see, just the child seeing this video and you see, kids, if you see this, you see your mom and dad is there, for example, or you have your ate or kuya, or can be guardians, no, ate and kuya, could be uncle, aunt, it can be. So always with an adult. They can't do this alone, guys. We have to help them, right? Guys, they don't instantly learn, grasp everything. We have to, isn't it? We know that we are their first teachers at home, right? We know that, right, guys? Okay, so now going to start. All right, so from here, guys, this is a pilot one. I don't know how to. All right. So, okay, before, I think we go straight to the video first, all right? And then we go back to the, notes and everything because I'm gonna have this available also in the community page first, okay? Just so if you want to print out or just read about it again because it's just somehow like graphically, like doodle, how do you call this? Sketched. It's not professionally done, guys, but it is sketched. I want it simple, guys, nothing complicated because life is already complicated, right? Let's make it simple. Okay. All right, starting on, guys. Ito na. Ito na, guys. It has to be in landscape. Okay, sorry if I'm going to turn it somehow like this. And just wait a little. I am tensed. All right. Ay, nalaglag, guys. Sandali. So just somehow, guys, if you don't like to do this, then don't. Okay, just maybe it could help. Okay, let me just, for example, nice, the prop. Okay, anyhow. Okay, so guys, I'm starting this. Okay, guys, don't make fun, ha? Okay. So, guys, first of all, okay. So, introduction of the laundry chore. All right. Somehow I want to bring, okay, you kids, I want to bring you, for example, guys, I'm speaking to the child, okay? So if I am to start this, I will be starting from the room, all right? So for example, guys, you can also like, have them like, you can also like have the volume of the video muted and then you just show them while you're talking and then I'm doing the video, you can, talk. You can do that also. If you don't like me, the one speaking, you can mute the volume of the video to your child, to your beloved kids, members of the family, a niece, nephew, whoever, your students. You can also mute it and then you'll be the one to talk while I go around the video, right? So this is a scenario about from the bedroom because this is where we find the things we have to launder, right? The things we have to wash, right? These are the clothes, sheets, bed sheets, everything, right? From the room. I'm not starting from the kitchen because it's a different scenario. Don't worry, we will have a lot of that, all right? So I am here. Yes! Oh my God, guys. I'm so shy, guys. Okay, first of all, okay, we are starting from the room. All right, you can see through here, guys. It's somehow like a minute, like a scaled bedroom somehow, guys. The way I'm dreaming of somehow like have I am given a chance to have my room. Okay, here. All right. So you can see here, guys. Guys, can I just turn? Guys, I'm going to turn off the fan. All right. So guys, slow motion. Okay. Is it shaking, guys? Okay, so I have here, like, if you look at this angle, guys, I have here my bed. You see in the blue? Okay, I have the bed, and I have, like, for example, a crib. Somehow, if you have like a toddler or a baby, an infant, somehow, guys, the scenario would be having a toddler and somehow like an elder sister or a brother, all right? For example, guys, now in the room, guys, we will find all somehow where this is our sanctuary. This is where we move. So somehow, guys, all the mess somehow is here. Not unless you are really of, a very neat person, organized, somebody who is Marie Kondo. So now I think it would help these kids, this even toddlers, guys, believe it or not, as young as 2 years old, guys, we can already introduce to them laundry, the laundry chore or how to wash clothes. How? Okay? By actually teaching them how to what? Sort out clothes, isn't it? We let them see what we are doing. Let's not, make them like always having faced, guys, always having them, have a cell phone in front of them, iPad, and then you just leave them there on the bed. Isn't it, guys? If we do that, these kids will not even help you, in starting your family because you know, they are learning everything. Okay, mom and dad are good, they can work, they can, isn't it, guys? But if you want them to be somehow, guys, I'm not perfect, guys, ha? I have my own share of irresponsibilities. I did have that. That's why I'm coming up with this one. It's a personal issue. It's a lot of people's issues in or families, right? So let's not teach them how to be reluctant, like, laid back, like, oh, everything is instant. Mom and dad can do it. Ate and kuya or whoever are the angels or helpers at home, our beloved house helpers, ate and kuya can do it for mom and dad. Everything is instant. I don't care. Like that, guys. Because everything is just, given to them, right? So let's not do that. Let's not add more doing this because these young people, of course, whichever how we train them, how I train, for example, I train my child like that, he would be doing it all also to his offsprings or children. Now, these new children, these new people, maybe we are not already existing in this world, will also pass this on to another and, just teaching everything being how to be lazy. Right, guys? This is true, right, guys? I encountered this, a personal issue, all of us, guys, isn't it? It's our problem, the computer age. So why not just us being smart, being, just accepting the advantages of being in the computer era or era, then balancing it with, you know, uh, if you can help me, son, or, you know, my beloved daughter, please, if you want to, do you want to help out? Or just as young as a baby, a toddler? Believe it or not, guys, I read as young as, with the background of the window, as young as 2 years old, the toddler can observe you yourself doing the task while they are just there in the carpet, or you know, you carrying carefully your baby, or somehow seated somewhere with with a lot of head protection, for as long as they are just there safe, just seeing you doing something. Because if these children sees us like always lying down, always not doing things, putting aside things, then it's the same, guys. That's how they learn what they see, what they hear, right? Personal issues, guys. I'm not perfect, guys, but it's true, right? So anyway, let's go back to the room, right? Okay, somehow I want to create a better room, guys, but somehow this is going to be Findstv Hobby Homeschool's little house. Okay, so so for now, guys, the room is messy. That's a scenario. All right. So again, going back. All right. So going back to here, this is the bedroom. All right. So how these children should learn how to at least organize things. You see, these are clothes. For example, guys, I put fabric here, and I should learn to collect it. But before that, you just observe which ones are the mess. The table is just anywhere, the books are not arranged, the sleepers are anywhere, and this one somehow that, well, the bed is made because we are going to have a different course on that, but teaching the kids also how to organize the bed, isn't it, guys? All right. Now that's the drawer. Guys, I don't have time to make small vessels for the mirror, but you see the mirror there is there. And then I have a chair here. And yes, given for example that the person here practices yoga, it can be like mom and dad, for example, or ate. Okay, that's a scenario. Now, you usually find soiled clothes or used clothes, dirty clothes in the bathroom. Okay, for example, guys, I just made a background here. It's nothing fantastic, guys, I know. But it's around here. Now, you can always mute the sound, guys. So, these are the dirty clothes everywhere. Sometimes, guys, real scenario, it's not usually in the hamper. Usually, many of us, we dress up, undress like a snake, isn't it, guys? It's everywhere, all mixed up, right? Now, we can start on teaching them how to pick up things. So, if I am the housekeeper, or if I am ate, or the angel or helper, or the mommy or the tita, I would pick up this one and somehow decide. I have hampers here. I would have this with this hamper for the colorful. Somehow, guys, the colored, sorry, guys, the colored hamper. So I'm going to put all the colored things there. All right. So here, isn't it, guys? So we have this. So I'm going to have it here, like this one. And then all the colored and the white, we teach them how to separate things. Isn't it, guys? Like having them learning, letting them see how to do separate things. Like this one, guys, it's all mixed up. Then we can always like find ways. Ay, guys, the drawer. Find ways to. This is colored. Oh, kids, you watch this. That is colored. Now, these ones are the whites. We can put it here. All right? All the more with different things here. Let me just sort it out with you. So this one is colored. I put it there, but somehow, yeah. All right. So all the somehow I put the black on the colored, isn't it? And then a lot of like, pairing socks. Let's teach them how to pair socks, guys. It's very important. All right. I put it in the whites, no? The pastels somehow, guys. Like, white shirts. Let's teach them how to do that. Like this one, what is this? Mittens, for example. It's in a different country. It's cold. Teach them how to pair these things. Because if we don't find the time to teach them, when are we gonna teach them to pair things? Oh, this one is colored, but somehow pastel. I would, somehow with the whites, or you can, separate it again in another washing. White pants, for example. Okay. So Kids, like this one, a hat. Maybe this one just fell on the hamper. Needs not, it doesn't need to be washed. Put it aside. Teach them that. For example, like a white pair of shorts. For example, guys, teach them how to. Okay, what is this? Basta, I made something like a tote bag, maybe a white tote bag, and then pairing again socks. All right. Did you know, guys? All right. Did you know pastels with whites? Okay, I'm putting it together. Okay, guys. Did you know, guys? I didn't know this, guys, that by teaching these people, these young ones, to do sorting, putting things together, pairing, matching things together, they are developing the basic arithmetic. I didn't know, guys. We are teaching them math already. All right. So maybe you already know. I didn't know, guys. As early as 2 years old, guys. Even so, like some, like maybe isn't it? It's modern already. You can buy carriers like fabrics, and then you have your baby here in your tummy. It's good always because when usually, guys, isn't it psychologically, like a child is always in the tummy of the parents or the guardian, the child is like contented, isn't it? They grow up like, so, or all the more if you can have them like on the side, just playing around, but just always with you, isn't it, guys? Seeing you sorting, or if they want to shoot to the hamper is a good one. All right? Very important, guys. So we teach them math already because all the pulling, the pushing actions, these are actions that teaches them to move, to add, to subtract, to lessen, to put aside. Those things, guys. Yes, that's true, right? Mukhang chismosa. All right, so again, so for here, guys, for example, going back to the room, guys, so we teach them how to somehow organize things. Like maybe this table should have been here, right? And I have my books here. Oh, let's help them, like, teach them how to organize things. You see? And then this one shouldn't be here, right? It's clothing. So I should, bring it to the colored clothes, right? Teaching them, guys, to put things together. Even so, guys, the slippers, just putting it somewhere that is neat is very important. Having the I had this made already because this is not the subject, but a lot of things, guys. So this one, what about this? Why is this here? Oh, this is the brand of the chair by Findstv Hobby Homeschool. So for example, guys, like you have the fixtures, the chair is not really straight, you know. Let's teach them how to fix it, and then maybe the yoga mat should be standing. It's part of real life, guys. Everything is good in the drawer. If it's really like a cleaning task, I will elaborate on that, guys. But really putting things aside, like this one is another fabric. It has to be there and the whites. All right. So cleaning the bathroom is not our concern now. So it's just the laundry. Okay. Now these young ones, our teens, we teach them also how to bring, for example, I have dolls here, this to the laundry. Okay. For example, guys, this is the laundry. Okay. For example, guys, just an example, very simple one. I have here, guys, the washing machine. You see, not, it doesn't look like a washing machine, it looks like a garbage can, but somehow, guys, you see the idea. All right. And I also have here another, maybe like a hamper, again, an extra hamper there, for example. I have here like basins that I just use cups, guys, because I don't have yet. And I have here somehow the where you can hang the clothes, for example, guys. I just have these ideas. All right. So if we, like, somehow, guys, that, okay. Guys, for example, the child can be with you while you are carrying. They are hearing things. How the washing machine sounds, how the fall of the water from the faucet sounds. Just you, working on something, seeing you. Your aroma as a human being, as the mother or the tita or the, it's very important to them, you see. Foundations, guys. Really, personal issues, guys. I'm not perfect, guys, but really. right? So letting them see, like this one, guys. Let them see how a box of detergent soap looks like. Okay? So there, it's powdered. If it's poisonous to them, don't give it to them, but somehow having them see that you are pouring it somewhere is part of doing laundry, guys. So again, for example, guys, okay, going beyond, I will have later the details of it, but of course, like, for example, just, isn't it? The adult goes to the laundry room in the house and you open this one somehow. We open this. I know, guys, right? I should have two hands. And then somehow we have the washer and the dryer, for example, guys. Okay? The washer and the dryer, for example, we do our whites first. But mind you, guys, there are details on the stains, details on those, everything. But just teaching them how to somehow like shoot things, seeing them, like for example, like from here, washing, drying, and then closing it like that, guys. And then you turn it on. You see them, even so like this, you know, you know, kids, teens, um, and then the thought of you like, just adding soap to the washing machine is also a good thing, guys. You see? Now, isn't it, guys? Okay, given the scenario, guys, that we don't have any machines to use. For example, guys, in real life, sometimes we don't have access to machines or we don't have budget to pay the electricity to get washing machines, then we can teach them how to do manual washing. All right? So for kids, like for example, like this is part of life, guys. Sometimes, a starting couple somehow maybe has a very small place and then you don't have the space to have the washing machines. Even so, if you afford it, you only have water and basin. You can execute a regular home chore tutorial to your child. Don't worry, because as simple as you just need water and soap and the clothes. That simple, guys. You just need a container, isn't it? Just teach them the basic. Don't complicate things like, I'm not gonna be able to teach you this because I don't have this perfect dryer and everything, all those complications. So let's not teach them complicated things. All right. So for example, given the scenario, okay, I will just remove this. All right, guys. So given, for example, guys, like just teaching them, like for example, guys, like whites. For example, I'm just going to do a demo. These are clean, guys, and then also like a colored one. For example, guys, I have this cut out fabric that are, make believe clothing. So I have here the soap. We teach them how to add or let them see, carry them, or have a high chair or have maybe mom and dad, ate, kuya can carry the child. Just let them see that you are washing, you are cleaning the clothes that they will wear, right? So they also know the hardship of washing clothes. It's not instant, right? And then you also turn on the faucet or have water. Just let them see these things. Very important, guys. Let them see that you are washing, right, guys? That this needs to be scrubbed, these things, guys, these basic things. This needs to be soaked, this needs to be smelling good. We have to do this properly, right? Waiting for the right time for it, to rinse. And then after, so guys, we show them how to rinse at the same time, isn't it? So for example, I will rinse the white ones. For example, just showing them, guys, how to rinse clothing. Very important, guys. So for example, guys, and then we teach them how to, for example, hang it. All right? We teach them how to rinse in separate water, for example, guys, but really just the thought of hanging it. All right? You see the point, guys? Like, just incorporating something. Um, like, it's such a basic task. I think it's not basic nga eh. I think it's too much for them. Kaya lang, when they see this as a somehow like, this is an, a series of actions that should be done for a human being to change fresh clothing every time. Isn't it, guys? It's true, guys, diba? So, all the more, when we teach these people, these young people, how to do it, then they are able to learn the habit of washing clothes. All right. So given the scenario, guys, for example, that okay, for example, guys, sorry. So given the scenario, guys, that I come back, like for example, this one is drying. Okay, in real life, there's no washing machine that is drying. For example, these are done already. I will have the clothes again back to the hampers. The colored ones, everything. I think these are the colored ones, no? Yeah, okay. The colored ones. So kids, I'm putting back the colored ones here. After drying, you have to put it back in the hamper, and then we are going to do the next things that we have to do. All right? So for example, I ended up with just a whites because this is drying, so we need to wait. So the also like the natural way of learning how to wait, this one has to sun dry, right? I even actually have here, guys, it fell off eh. I have here like where you can hang your clothes, for example. It's here, no, you can hang it here, for example, guys. So I even have it here, just hang them there, for example, guys. I'll make it better, guys, the next time, ha. It fell eh. All right, so letting them see, guys, that it needs to dry. That's the season of life. You have to wait. Or if you strive harder, then have, a washing machine and a dryer, right? Isn't it, guys? So at least somehow, just these two are already like dried already, and then we show them somehow, okay, let's put this back in the closet in the room, right? So you have them, for example, like this one is on the side, guys. I have it all ready there on the closet. All right. So just, a sample, like each of this, like pairing, folding together, right? So somehow, and then putting, for example, guys, these are all, had already there in the closet, and then this one is already empty. The hampers are empty already. We teach them to put this back onto the bathroom or where it belongs. Everything is clean, organized accordingly where it should be. All right, guys. So also the laundry, like this one should be like a little bit organized. Everything is great. Just as simple as that, guys. So okay, guys. So guys, I hope you got you get my message, guys. I'm turning on the fan, but somehow, like if I speak more than like endless terms or phrases about our concerns on introducing this to our children, it's somehow like not as organized yet, guys, but you get the gist of where I'm at, what I'm trying to share, guys. You know what I mean, guys, diba? So not really speaking as somebody who knows everything, guys. No, it's not. It's because it's an issue, right? So okay, guys. Okay, I'm not yet done. All right, I'm going to share with you. So going on with the somehow the ebook, guys. Okay, this is the content, guys. All right, so from here, so guys, I'm going to turn it as in landscape. All right. If it's not shaking, guys, eh. All right. So if so, guys, for example, I have here. Okay. So, all the more with details, guys, that did you know that these things we can teach. Okay, the toddlers cannot get this, but the teens, kids can get this. Okay, so for example, like ate and kuya, no, like, understanding that when you get all the clothes from the hamper, this needs to be sorted out, right? By color, by whites, by black, by pairs. It needs to be sorted out, right? So from socks to whites to pastels to colored, right, guys, to underwears. Okay, guys, sorry for the underwears. I have no idea, but just like that, all right? So boxers, which are which comes together, which does not come together. Isn't it, guys? So sorting again for ates, for the elders, for those who are somewhat kind of lazy to do it, right? So we can teach also our young brothers and sisters to do it, right? After having sorting it a while ago, we did that. Technically, guys, if teens doesn't like these things, guys, that like the actual room, the actual bedroom there, if they don't like that, then they can have this like somehow cue cards of after sorting. Okay, that is where we need, this is the next step, like we have to check on the stains if there are clothes that has stains. All right, so pre-soaking things before. These are like all the more detailed step by step on how to do wash or launder clothes. All right, so this needs to be stained. Young kids, teenagers understand this already, because this is not, they know already what is poisonous, what is not safe, di ba? In the working room, in the laundry, in the laundry room, right? So they have a stain remover and you have water and then you pre-soak, right? Yes, after sorting, you treat the stains and pre-soak them. And after so, there are different things that we do, right? Before washing immediately these soiled clothes that we got from the bedroom or from the bathroom, right? We have to what? Remove details. Example, guys, money, coins. We have to remove that, right? We have to teach them. The young children, guys. Teenagers, grown up somehow. Empty pockets. We have to empty the pockets of the pants. Isn't it, guys? We can tie up things. So like something is loose, like somehow like a small pouch is loose. Ako sometimes, guys, I try to wash with everything loose, not tied up. But it depends on you if you like. All right? So again, guys, there are many ways. What else can you do? Teach them how to. Like after pre-soaking, after sorting, we can also what? Reverse the clothes. We have to teach them how to reverse clothes. Isn't it, guys? For us to get the coins, anything, valuables that we find inside pockets of clothing. Isn't it, guys? Like unbutton polo shirts, unzip pants, a pair of jeans, shorts, skirts, mend tears. For example, guys, something is torn already, like a pair of pants maybe has a hole. If we watch, sometimes we do this, right? We go straight to washing it, right? But if this is dirty, these are all dirty clothes, right? If this has a hole and we don't, it's tearing, it's torn, then we first, I didn't know, guys, that we can first mend the tear by having like somehow a similar nearest to the color of the clothing, and then get a thread and a needle and then mend it or repair it, stitch it, because otherwise, yeah, it makes sense, right? It's going to the hem when it's in the washing machine, right? So so guys, isn't it? So if it's in the washing machine, it's gonna all the more dehem or nis, guys. So I didn't know that we have to repair it first before you proceed on washing this type of case, finding it in the laundry. Isn't it, guys? So there are a lot of ways. So sorting, treating the stain, pre-soaking, reversing everything, checking which has to be removed. Guys, you know what? Even so with linds, isn't it, guys? Sometimes left off tissue papers, napkins, table napkins, or isn't it from the restaurants we ate from? Isn't it like small pieces of post-its or receipts forgotten to take out from the clothing will create lint, right, when you wet it. And even more in the dryer, it's a big problem, guys, for dark clothes. So, yeah, really. I didn't have time to teach my child about the lint, but just washing. But, somehow, like, slowly incorporating to them. These young teenagers, like, one day, they will live on their own. They want their own places, pads, or however you call it, like my crib or something, teaching them how to do it more. I hope, guys, I have another child to teach, but I don't have any. All right, so anyhow, so yeah, these little things, guys, because they are, creating their family, right? Isn't it? So again, going back to the lecture, guys, I know I've been saying a lot of things. All right, so going back, guys. Guys, okay, next page. Okay, after those things that we have done, these kids, ay, teka lang, guys, ha. Guys, sorry, ha. Let me just put you back to the bedroom first. Wait. Okay, okay, guys, going back here, sorry. Okay, going back, like here, after so that we have done those steps that we sorted, these things, guys, we go back to the next step, which is rinsing. Okay, guys, for example, guys, do you rinse your clothes? Like before washing it, like actual with soap, do you wash it? Before, when I was younger, I didn't know. Just throw it in the and then put soap. Because there's a washer, right? But watching, where you are at home, watching your parents, your mom or your ate or your tita, like tediously, meticulously washing clothes. My mom still rinses the clothes once or twice without soap yet. Okay, I think it's a proper step, no? Because it makes sense, like all the perspiration, all the soiling, all the dirty stuff in the clothes from the dust, everything is there, and then you mix it with soap, and then how does that make sense, right? It's still dirty, right? So make like first make a prior uh a prior pre rinse without soap, right? Let's teach them like to why let's find time to teach them doing it correctly, right? Because if we are it's you will be proud one day, like when you see them already having their own families, right? So yeah, so again rinsing first is very, I think it's a good tip, right? So rinsing without the water and then drain the water, huh? That's the step. All right, so I had to make that a part of this. All right. So given I have two scenarios, guys, ha. I have the manual or by hand washing, and you have the machine. So teenagers will somehow understand, okay, these steps can be done easily with a machine, but this one can be done by hand. If, to make life simple, not complicated, or somehow some, like, a family sometimes would not afford to have a machine, or no time, no space sometimes, because maybe those a lot of reasons, personal reasons. But washing it by hand saves you more, by cost wise, I guess. But energy wise, water bill wise, it depends on how, on your management, on when to use it, how often you wash your clothes. All right, so just make them understand that this is by hand, but all these tasks by hand can be done by the machine. As simple as that. All right, so after pre-rinsing the dirty clothes from the hamper, you can just drop it in the machine and rinse it as plain as with water without soap yet. All right, and manually rinse. After, so of course you drain that, and then you start washing. Of course, in different colored, as we did a while ago in the laundry room over on that side. But yeah, so isn't it, guys? So soap and water, and teaching the child how to operate the machine. But guys, did you see the point? Like teaching them how to do it from scratch or how to do it instantly, isn't it, guys? But I also understand like a perspective from like life is happening, life is fast changing, life, we are busy. I don't have time to wash the clothes, wash my clothes as a young, growing, working student. I don't have time. Then I totally understand that. But just really on the perspective of, younger, like generations who are don't believe anymore in the power, in the habit of doing something analogly, like from scratch, because of the just losing already grit, patience, isn't it, guys? So I'm just on that perspective, but I'm not really pushing like, you have to do this, you're doing it not right, because I'm not saying that. Okay, so I'm there, like just worried on the modern kids, modern people already, like even so we're gone, our generation, like during the ages of the dinosaurs, people from that time are already gone, like we are the new ones, right? So our generation and the new ones, how are they going to cope up with the uh high living standards in this era, right? All the more costs are food, everything is going up, like bills, utilities, crazy going up, guys. So if we don't teach these new people that will run earth, then how will it run? How, what happens if there's no technology anymore? What happens, isn't it, if these push buttons, they will go crazy because they are impatient. I am hopeless because there's no more technology, there's no more social media, there's no more computer. I don't know how to wash clothes, isn't it, guys? Because we are somehow teaching them how to be like computers, right? Why not like somehow balance, have a modern technology and at the same time, oh hi, shout out to everybody, hello, thank you so much for your time. So yeah, isn't it, guys? So teaching them balance, like a little of this, a little of this, right? Not forcing. That time, that perfect time will come, but make this like a part of their bedtime story. Make this like a part of their daily living, somehow incorporating, not as coming as, a soldier, like do this, son, do this, daughter, do this. Not like that. Somehow, you know, son, someday you're going to have your own family, or daughter, someday you might be having a business with regards to clothes, and you don't know how to wash clothes. You might be having a boutique one day, but you don't know how to wash clothes, isn't it, guys? It's really like basic, fundamental, isn't it, guys? I'm coming from that perspective, okay? Please don't bash. No bashing, the small loud. All right, so again, going back, guys, to the ebook. Okay, for example, guys, we know that the child already knows, oh, okay, this can be done by the machine. She or he will do this, all right? But teaching them that when washing, you will need a detergent soap, you will need a good source of water, you need to sort out things. And then after so that you have washed this, I don't know if you wash it twice, once, twice, thrice, your clothing, I don't know how dirty it is, you can teach them. And then you also teach them how to rinse. All right? So rinse and drain the water. That is part of the training, really. All right, and then after so and so on, hang to drain water, isn't it? Or make squeeze out the water. I know it's mano, it's by hand, it's hard. Sun dry it manually or have it dried again in the machine, it's easy. And then teach them also, sun drying and using the dryer, but also teach them how a hanger looks like. All right, these kinds of hangers, clothespin, isn't it, guys? Isn't it, guys? Not just, teaching our kids like, okay, for given the scenario, like just a scenario, guys, I'm coming from this instant, like for example, like not always like having everything like, okay, just this one, pick it up because it's ready, right? But somehow, little people, teaching them, make this a part of their toy, like an educational toy, not just those, expensive toys that we get from the stores. I know, right? We all are like that. Like, we I'm pretty sure you are a disciplinarian. We have like our spoiler, you know, like characteristic to our children because we love them, right? Isn't it? But also making this like a part of their, this is like an adult toy, like an educational somehow real life toy, a home chore toy. That's what I'm getting at, guys. So just so they softly they understand by heart. Oh, it looks fun. It's colorful. I know I can have fun like, shooting the dirty clothes on the hamper. Pink, black, all this different like sorting. This decision making on which one goes to which. Right, guys? Oh, ano na? All right, so next. So next part of is we're going to tackle on beyond after drying the clothes from the machine or sun drying, hanging them, and then pinching with the clothespin. After, so there's another step for teenagers for us to understand that after you know the clothes have dried up the from the what, from the sun out. I don't know, guys, the grammar, sorry, but from the dryer, we go back to sorting these clothes again, right? Which ones goes first, like all the underwears, all socks, all the whites, all the pastels, all these clothes needs to be sorted, all paired, matched again, dried back. Isn't it, guys? So after, so that this has all dried up, ready again for sorting, we decide the child learns to do folding, how, guys, ironed, which clothes needs to be ironed. We have to teach them like a crumpled dress does not look good if it is not ironed, or a business attire does not look good if it is not ironed crisply, for you to make good business, right? And those that needs to be hung, right? Is the grammar correct? Hung, Hung or Hang? Okay, hung straight with a hanger. So we teach them these things like which one is to be folded, which needs to be ironed, which needs to be just hung up, hung straight, or I don't know, ironed. You see, we teach them, we show them somehow in in drawing form, or guys, this is an iron set, okay? The iron horse and the iron ano, ha, guys? Okay, if it doesn't look like, then draw your own, okay? So yeah, and a teenager would be interested, guys. Let's just give them a chance, or maybe just being more creative. Like if you don't like this prop I made, then create your own prop. All right, and then next one, this one, guys. Finally, the guardians, whoever, mom and dad, finally shows the child or the teenager or the toddler carrying the mom, carrying the baby, just you know having them crawl around, just seeing you like from the laundry that you have already sorted, which one needs to be just folded, which one needs to be ironed or hung. Then you go to the closets of each of the members of the family, even so, like tita, tito, kuya, whoever, guys, that we teach them, oh, okay, this clothes needs to be put to dads, to moms, to kuyas or elder brother or baby sister or whichever, going back to the closet. And it's what, guess what, guys, we use them again and then we go back to the bathroom again, right? It's a cycle, guys, right? Picking up something and then going back to the laundry. All right, guys. So it really is, guys, a matter of teaching them. It's a cycle. It's part of life. Be it you get tired or not. Like even so, guys, as a child, like I see people in the house while I was growing up, washing clothes, getting things from the, everything should make sense. I see now why ate has to get the hamper from different rooms and then collect them and then put them in the laundry. Now it makes sense. Let them all see that this all should make sense, right? Because one day, guys, if they don't know how to do laundry, they themselves at home, you will see, like, if you visit the places of our children, like if we don't teach them, we will see, like, even, things are anywhere. All right, it is a personal issue. I had a hard time, like, you know like, to the point, like, what how else could I motivate my son to do this with me? How else could I motivate my loved ones, like my little ones, like my pamangkins, to do this with me? It has to be fun. It cannot be like authoritative, like, do this, or otherwise I lock you up. It's going to be your time out. If it's like that, guys, it's going to be like, okay, I'm doing this because I'm afraid. All right, what if we do this, like, naturally, just bring them somewhere, like where you are, just bring the crib or somewhere, bring the stroller, isn't it? We do that, I'm pretty sure. But just have them around while you're working in the kitchen, even so if they are very little people, or lying down, they hear it, they sense it. Even so, guys, they sense what we are doing, right? I miss my motherhood. All right, anyhow, so guys, yeah, so again, after last part, guys, like this one. Okay, this one, guys, somehow the sketches are not as beautiful, but I'm going to have them available somewhere. I will link it, don't worry. I will announce it in the next live stream. Just let me compile it, guys, because I have a lot of these already, like unpublished. I have a lot of these, guys. I'm just shy. I'm just shy. You won't believe I'm shy, but I'm doing YouTube, right? But anyhow, so again, like this one, guys. Okay, for example, guys, okay, we're in the bedroom, no? Okay, so here, going back here, guys. So here, like, showing them how does stripes look like? Socks. These are pairs. We have to let them know, okay? This one, how does a skirt look like? These things, guys. How does a cap look like? All right? Or how does okay, I lost that. How does an underwear look like? A clean one, a dirty one, right? Isn't it, guys? We have to teach them these things. Like, how does, a pair of pants look like? How does a shirt look like? These little things, guys, very important. This is how a hanger looks like. This is dangerous. This is sharp. They have to know, guys. Very important, guys. All right. So what I'm getting here, okay, I'm going to shift, guys, from here. Wait. Guys, kasi guys, sorry, I'm going to put it here na, standing. Okay, my gimbal. Somehow, guys. There. Alright, so guys. Ay, nakakahiya. Alright. Ay! Oh my god, ayun na nga. Sorry, guys. Wait. Okay, let me just remove from here. That's my gimbal. Alright, now I'm already holding it now na lang. So just this one, guys. I just wanna show last part of the video. Kasi, guys, it like having them, like forcing them to watch any live stream or any video from online, like in different platforms, pushing them to watch real life doing a laundry. Maybe they don't like the scenario, kasi it looks like a task, it looks like a job, and they're not ready to do that yet. They want to play, isn't it? They want to be entertained while, isn't it? When they watch like this famous, like, Peppa Pig doing a chore, isn't it? Barbie doing something at home, isn't it? They are interested in that. These young ones, the teenagers, they, I don't know what they like. Manga, they like animations, they like. So try to incorporate that, right? But it's not just always like bringing them to the movies and then let them see the scenario. Let's make a way. Like, if you want, you can use this tutorial if you like. maybe this might work in your household. I hope, guys, I'm able to send that message. All right. So again, why do I have this? Because these shirts also needs to be like, how they are folded, isn't it, guys? So learning how to fold it, for example, teaching them like, for example, guys, teaching them how, how a shirt should be folded somehow, isn't it, guys? So we just teach them how to, at least fold a shirt. All right. So have it like that, stacked up like that. All right. How, like this one, guys, a pair of pants can be somehow, it depends, like if I open this, like for example, this is a two-dimensional or three-dimensional. For example, a pair of pants, I have this here, and then somehow, I know now that a pair of pants can be hung like this after being ironed. Isn't it, guys? And then somehow, we teach them like, okay, this can be hung like that. These things, guys, you see, they grasp visually, guys. They don't get it like, you have to do this, just, scolding them, do this, you always, isn't it, guys? So, yeah, right? So there are things that needs to be on the ground, in the shelves, hung. But I know you don't see it in the house here because it's quite of a lot of clutters because of the situations in life. But somehow a child will understand like, okay, this should be placed in a closet. This should be here. This should be there. This is a match. Right? Okay. So you understand now, guys. Like, okay, why did I come up like this one? Like this one, these children, guys, kids, teens, if you are like know how to pair socks and then know how to somehow like how mom, how your ate or kuya, how your elder brother, how grandma rolls, a pair of socks. Doesn't matter if it's like this, capsule style, or if you maybe grandma or mom tucks it like that, like a ball. You can do this like it's fun, tucking it in, but just knowing how to pair them, right? Because I didn't know this teaches them math already, guys. Isn't it, guys? So, and then piecing it together with other socks, with your underwears, that these are private things that you know how to, keep it, like you don't show it to anybody. It's a personal thing. Teaching them how to fold an underwear for female and the male, isn't it, guys? Very important, guys. Bras, these things are private things, guys. They are able to, by learning all of these, guys, they are able to um, learn the somehow, guys, like I hope I'm speaking from that perspective, guys, just helping out. I had my personal issues, very imperfect, guys. Don't think that, so like teaching them the responsibility of taking care of their belongings, our children, our beloved young ones, the modern era or generation. Like teaching them why is it very important for them to learn about this, guys? It's because, you know, okay, teaching them how to be responsible of their belongings and how to keep them and how to let them know that there are some things that does not belong to you. This belongs to mom, dad, baby sister, elder kuya, or to aunt. It belongs to grandma. It belongs to, isn't it, guys? And then the next one is for them to learn, at least somehow us, all of us, hygiene, to change freshly washed clothes, right? Even so, if you're doing like going to school, it was hard for me when, when I was teaching my child how to do that because, as I was growing up, of course, I see like in the house, like, my parents are all in iron clothes. They go to their offices. I see that. So I pass that on to my child, right? So again, that these children, our beloved ones, learns how to wear proper, clothing. Like everything should be ironed. Like even so, if it's wrinkle-free clothing, it has to be ironed. Even so, just when you're going to school, going to church, going to a party, going to the closing a business, these things they have to know, like facing, going, having engagements, special occasions, you wear proper clothing, isn't it? Isn't it, guys? That's important. What else? Yeah, a lot of things, like all the gestures, pushing, shooting something, seeing them in different colors, how everything falls on its place. These are teaching them, like somehow being able to at least decide in life, right? Isn't it, guys? So these are most of the reasons. And all the more, guys, to close this, somehow this a tutorial of, somehow just starting something at home. Okay, teaching our loved ones to love doing home chores, even as young as 2 years old, believe it or not, guys. They are smart. These kids are learns like sponges. They have no inhibitions. They will do what they like. Even so, like, that's dangerous, don't go there. Kids are like that. They are very perceived. They know what they want. All right, so just, let us be there on the background, like, okay, just maybe it's hard for us to carry the baby, I sorry, have like 5 kids immediately, like, with 2 years age gap. But if they are around helping you, isn't that a rewarding feeling, right? Compared to, having all these kids in the room, giving them all computers, and then, okay, what do you want to eat? Everything is instant. My child, like, I had my share of that, like, feeding my child to be like that. Yeah, so why not, like, let's practice, a new one, because this is a computer age, guys. It's going to be a huge wound, isn't it, guys? A huge problem, guys. It's going to be, believe it or not. Yeah, so these kids also will care for their family that they are starting, their children. They won't be like, everything, okay, order, like, power, everything is instant, you get me, guys? All right, so again, uh these are all activities, like creating. If you want to create your own props, then create your own props for your child or your children or your pamangkin, your niece, nephew, your grandchildren, granddaughter. If you are a senior citizen po, or if you are a lolo, lola, nono, nona, ama, or grandma, grandfather, if you have time, make props for them to understand, or use this video if you like po. Again, this one will help them develop interest in homekeeping, and lastly, to develop a habit, guys. Okay, this may be a task for them at first, but it may be a dreadful chore that they may hate. But if they see this, like, in series, like, all the time, I see mom working, I see dad doing this, I see ate, I see kuya, I see big brother do this, big sister do this. They imitate us, right? Whatever they see, they imitate us, guys. So again, chores, if they find doing laundry or any home chore, it looks fun, it's colorful, then it becomes interesting. And this brings homekeeping a part of their lives. I want to help out because I will be seeing a lot of colors. I will be, being in the sheets, hiding in the hamper, shooting some things, like not just balls, but, pieces of clothes to the hamper. And then I see mom pouring the smelling aroma of the detergent soap with the bubbles, those things, guys. Kids are visual. Believe me, guys. These infants that are lying down in the crib, they are smart, guys. They grasp everything, all the sounds. Right, isn't it, guys? So, guys, I miss having a child. Anyway, so after, so that we have developed in them that from task to a habit, it becomes like, it's either a decision, a dreadful one that they will hate, or somehow I don't have a choice. I observe that this is a part of life. I have to do it, but maybe if I have fun, mom will be happy, dad will be happy, or kuya or ate, or big brother, big sister will be happy, or aunt or grandma will be happy if I help out. Isn't it, guys? So from this habit, guys, it becomes a routine. It is routinary for them. Let them, let them be a part of it, the cycle every time they see it. And then it becomes what? The last word, guys. It becomes somehow a character, lifestyle. Isn't it, guys? So we pass that on. It's not really like, oh, everything is scheduled. Oh, you have not done that. Let's not treat them like soldiers. Let's treat them as maybe if you want maybe to try, picking up your old, dingy socks and, organizing things, anak, then maybe we can, later on have a good time after this. A little bit of with incentive. Like maybe mom can make like a good plate of pancake for you. Not like bragging like all the time, like I'll buy you this, I'll, get you something online. I don't know if that's the modern way, then you can do that as an incentive. But somehow like in giving them gratuity, like, maybe if you do this at the same time while you study hard, then after, this quarter, we can have a great vacation somewhere. Isn't it? Not always like always, in terms of everything instant, right? Because of course, right, and anything, guys, diba, isn't it? We have to teach them how to fish, not to have the fish, right? So teach them how to have a hard time first, gain that, and then be able to learn the way life should be, right? That is how you get things in life, right? You have to go through the hard part. With my mom and dad, I have no complaint about the training. Super, they are supportive, very much full of support, guys, in the family, which we appreciate all my siblings. But me, you know, I just, totally, I had been observing these things and I saw this, well, because I was raising single, as a single mom, guys. I'm raising a child, I was also grasping informations about how I will, these things. I was always on researching on, really, believe it or not, I'm crazy about it, like bedtime stories, to the point that my son already has memorized all the stories. This thick hardbound book, guys, I read that for quite 2 months straight, and he was able to memorize all the titles from Jack and the Beanstalk to Pass and Butts to a lot of these things, guys. Kids are smart. All right, so I know you have your own ways. I'm pretty sure, guys, you might be better than what this content is all about. But really, I salute parents, guardians, grandparents, adults who are taking care of these little ones, isn't it? They are our savior. The new generation, really, it's true, because they are going to be the one to take care of Earth when we leave, right? Our loved ones, our offsprings. So let's be there to them. Let's not teach them all the time everything should be like, just because we have the means to pay it, to have it instantly in 1 hour, you have it. But teaching them patience, because I wanted to have me, I'm an impatient person, guys. But mom and dad, I don't have super supportive, really. I am thankful, really. Even so, if they are not watching this, which I don't like them to watch, but mom, found my YouTube channel. Guys, she doesn't know my YouTube channel. She knew only like last week. She knew only. I told her, don't worry, mom, not a lot of subscribers yet, but yeah, so, just a backstory, guys, with my background, yeah. So, I hope I, I'm just sending that message, guys. I hope I'm able to be not being boastful of what this subject is all about, but just helping, guys. I'm just concerned because I do have a child, a son, still training to be somehow of that, gearing to that, guys. I so love my pamangkins, my niece, my nephew, all the more these little angels. I have students that I teach in baking, in pastry. I have little kids, different generations, all in one baking class. I can see the interest in, helping in the kitchen. Why not like teaching them other chores, right? Ganon. So guys, ayun na. So I hope I'm able to at least, you can use this, you can mute the parts where I was, talking, and then just visually teach them. I want to invest someday in a quality gimbal, but for now, I'm just using a Findstv Hobby Homeschool's analog prototype gimbals. It doesn't matter, guys, for as long as you're able to execute, send the message. That's the most important thing in life, right? So, again, make everything simple. Just teach them as stewards on earth, right, guys? Even so, if you says like I'm pabibo, or it's an issue. Okay, so always, guys, just start, just try. Let's all try together to teach them, guys, isn't it? Just trying, just starting, doing something at home, isn't it, guys? Let's not teach them that at home it's dreadful, at home it's boring, at home it's, so they will go home also, isn't it? They want to go home, right? I mean, even so, if this is cluttered for now, I grew up, guys, in somehow like not like this. That's why I keep on cleaning around, because my siblings, my elder sister, we want this to go. We want to, go back, bring its old luster. During the days that this was like really like nice, a nice home to go home to, isn't it? That will come. We'll get there. But anyhow, so guys, paper tunes of Findstv Hobby Homeschool. This is a portion where, and also please find, cooking outdoor in my Lutu-Lutuan playlist in my vlog. Lutu-Lutuan, it's a kitchen play, make-believe play. You can also, show your child how they can cook outdoors. Yeah, I do a lot of these things, guys. Don't worry, we will tackle this. So we have accomplished laundry, washing the clothes, washing clothes. Okay, so washing clothes, guys, did you see the different cycles? Like from the time you pick up the clothes from the room until you're able to deliver it to different rooms, right? So again, it's a kind of a job, right? But let's make it fun for them. All right, so guys, I hope you learned something from this one. Even so, I am able to help somehow to each member of the family somehow. If you are an elder sister, you don't have parents anymore, and you're taking care of your young siblings, you can use this, anak. You can use this if you don't have somebody to guide you to raise your kapatid, or raise your, I'm looking at that perspective, guys. So it's not just, okay, I know this everything. No, we don't know everything, guys, diba? I'm still learning. I am, from this, guys, I'm learning. Guys, okay, I will pick up all the soiled pieces of paper, and have them, be organized, and somehow make your own props if you like. Be creative. Use your time wisely at home. There's a lot of time, guys. We are given 24 hours on earth per day. Okay, 8 hours sleep, guys, This is, what my dad tells me, like during his speech talks on his insurance days that he trained salespeople. We are given 24 hours, right, guys? The first 8 hours we are resting, sleeping. 8 hours we have to work, right? It's either at home, or we have we work in somewhere. We are getting paid, right? And the last 8 hours, guys, is what he is saying about, he observed, like, what if this third set of 8 hours to make the 24 hours of one day given to us by God. This last 8 hours, we use it for what? Ladies, we do makeup, chatting, making ourselves pretty, rumors, a lot of things, guys. Wasted time sometimes, always on social media. All of us, guys, wasting time, hanging around, daydreaming, a lot of things, guys. What if this 8 hours, guys, diba, we rest, we work. What if we give our 8 hours divided in so many worthwhile, meaningful things? Isn't it, guys? All the more we are, our loved ones, the community, earth benefits from it, guys. Isn't it? So, di ba, guys, I was one of them, like, before, like social media, a lot of A lot of things like unnecessary things, guys. Oh my gosh. I know. It's a lot. I'm working on it, guys. Like totally. Of course, I'm cleaning the clutters here, but also I have time to. Sometimes I hang out. I daydream. It's true, right? We waste a lot of time, like even so when we're at home. So why not read, write, create a book, draw these things? I know. Don't do the crazy stuff I do, but you can do a lot of things. Wash the dishes or cook, bake, or whichever your hobby is. All right? Ano? So homes and chores, hobbies, tasks, talents, skills, all these are here on this channel, guys. Findstv Hobby Homeschool. This has been Carmina. I hope you learned something today. I just want that message, guys. It's just learning just a single thing that is good for the body, mind, and soul. Guys, what I mean? Okay, so guys, take care. I really appreciate your time. Salu. Salu. Adios. Okay, guys. So see you again in my next live stream. I appreciate your time. Shout out to everybody, all right? Take care, everyone, guys, guys, guys. Take care of our loved ones, our midgets, the little ones. These kids are very important, guys. These toddlers, kids, teens, young ladies, young lads, growing up, maturing people, maybe they didn't have time. They were too busy working already, making money, and forgotten about laundry. Alright? So, ang mga lola, lolo, thank you po. Salamat. Take care, guys. Salu.